Good evening and welcome to Jim Munley's World Weather. You clicked on to Long Range Weather Forecast discussion for July 9th through the 17th. We're looking at the latest image of Arthur, and it seems like it's getting better organized here. And I was looking at a satellite, visible satellite earlier before, and this here is Cirrus Outflow as the structure gets better organized. And you can see the deep convection starting to wrap around the center, and it's very close to becoming a hurricane because winds are up to 70 miles per hour, but most of the activity remains here across the southern portion of the system, and it looks like the satellite image that is starting to curve more to the north right now. And we're going to take a look at the forecast models, and this is the forecast models, and all of the models are converging on this consensual path, and it's supposed to be a hurricane by this point on. You can see this is on the second Friday at 6Z. It'll be a hurricane 75 knot winds. And then we look up, we're going to put this up north now. Let's see. And it brings it off to the South Carolina coast. Now, yesterday at this time, the cone of uncertainty was right hitting the South Jersey, Central Jersey coast. And now it looks like it's more shifted to the right, where the path down here I gotta wait for this to it shifted more to the right, so I gotta see if this is a trend as it gets further to the north, whether it keeps shifting to the right. But the main effect will be further north would be swells and rough seas. Down here along the North Carolina, South Carolina coast, we expect a heavy rain and strong winds, as the center is supposed to go very near or over the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Here's the latest position. It's 29.7 north, 79.1 west. Movement is towards the north at 6 knots. Winds are 60 knots, 69 miles per hour. With gusts to 86 miles per hour, and the pressure has dropped now to 992 or 29.29 inches. Now, following Arthur, the pattern is forecast consists of a trough over eastern Canada into the north central states, across the north central portion of the eastern U.S., and a ridge is forecast over northwest Canada and the Great Basin. Cool high pressure will bring a brief period below normal temperatures to the east, with departures of 10 degrees below normal, and warmer air will follow later on in the period. Now we're going to look at the period for July 8th to the 12th. Here we are the 8th, and now the models are more pronounced, showing a ridge here of the western U.S. or western North America. We have a trough here in the Gulf of Alaska, and we now see more pronounced troughing in the east. This is a GFS. This is the European ensembles, the European deterministics and European ensembles, and this is the Canadian ensembles. This is the only one that shows near to above normal heights across much of the nation. We're going to go forward a time. This is for the 10th. And you can still see the GFS has a fairly deep trough here in the east. and so does the European deterministics. And the European ensemble starts to let go on this as it lifts the trough more to the north. And this is the Canadian ensembles. So during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures here and above normal temperatures for most areas east of the Mississippi River. For precipitation, forecasting below normal precipitation across the lower Mississippi Valley, the plains, and the western states, near normal elsewhere. Next, now we're going to take a look at the pattern for July 13th to 17th. This is the 13th, and most of the models are indicating a zone of flow across much of the nation. That's the European, the GFS, the European deterministics, and the Canadian ensembles, near to above normal heights across much of the nation. The models are pretty much in agreement with that. So during this forecast period, forecasting little change in the temperature anomaly, but for the precipitation anomalies, I'm only forecasting below normal precipitation for the northwest. So that is a long-range weather forecast discussion for July 9th to the 17th. Thank you for coming, Jim, on this World of Weather, and have a good day.